Choosing the wrong kind of flooring can cost you thousands. Now the challenge is most folks don't even know they've made the wrong choice until it's too late. So in this video, we're going to cover the 5 biggest mistakes you can make with your flooring and how to avoid them. So whether you're building, renovating, or just want to replace your floor, avoiding mistakes will save you time, money, and stress. So in this video, we're going to cover the different mistakes that can be made across the different flooring categories and how they can be avoided, because every category is different and needs to be treated on its own merit. So if you find this video useful, please don't forget to like and subscribe and help support this channel. It helps us keep making more of these great helpful videos for you. So the first mistake people often make is that they buy their floor based on the appearance alone or the fact that they're being sold a specific product category. Now, in our industry, there's always a new product coming along. And unfortunately, our industry is kind of overrepresented and underskilled. And what happens is every person wants to sell you the new best thing. It's not always the best thing though. So for example, if somebody is trying to sell you a hybrid floor and you've got an undulating concrete floor, but you just can't can't afford the floor preparation, it's not the right kind of floor for you. A vinyl plank floor will suit you better if you just can't afford the floor preparation. Now, I mean, it's not best practice, but not every situation is ideal. In another case, you might love the look of timber flooring, and you might have a young family, and you spend all the money on a timber floor, and your kids are racing around it on bikes, dragging rocks in on their shoes, doing all those things you shouldn't do with a timber floor. They scratch it up, and before long, you're in a situation where you're recoating it far quicker than you have to, or you're replacing it because you realize you bought the wrong flooring type. So buying on the appearance alone isn't a great thing. Don't get me wrong, your floor has to look good, right? It's just got to look good. I mean, I love floors, I'm a flooring guy. But buying on that alone is not always the best thing. Now, every category has great looking floors, so you can generally find something that's going to work for you within the product category whilst that is going to be the right product for you. So mistake number 2, this ignoring subfloor preparation. Now this is possibly the biggest one. Maybe it should have been number 1, but it's number 2 in our video. Ignore subfloor preparation at your own peril. There is not a supplier on the market who will back you if you ignore their subfloor conditions. So every supplier has an installation guide for every product that they do. Installation on a hybrid floor is different to that on a laminate, is different to that on a vinyl, is different to carpet, is different to carpet tiles, is different to timber. So you must follow the installation guide that is correct for the floor that you have. Now all of those are on our website, and on the odd case they may not be there, we'll get them for you, no problems at all. But you must follow these guides for the correct product you have, otherwise it can turn into a very, very costly mistake. So number 3 is you need to consider carefully your lifestyle and your family needs. So you have to balance up certain things with this. Obviously you want a floor that looks good, but certain floors that look good don't handle other things particularly well. You might have a beautiful house, you think, oh great, we'd love a timber floor to go in this, but we've got a 5-year-old, a 3-year-old and a 1-year-old. And no matter how hard you try, you're not going to stop them being kids. So that may not be the best floor for that environment. On the other side of it, you know, you might have a different situation in life. Kids are gone, no pets, and a plastic floor just isn't going to be the look that you're chasing. Things like, do I have a pool? What is my environment like? These are all considerations you need to have a look at. Knowing your environment will be a big help as well. For example, South Australia has always been a state where laminate has done very, very well because of the environment, even when other states weren't really selling laminate. North Queensland is the complete opposite. So vinyl plank has always been sold quite well in North Queensland. So knowing your environment and how the product will perform in that environment is obviously something that you need to consider as well. So mistake number 4, cutting corners on quality. Now, this is an interesting one because we are in an environment, the flooring industry is very, very competitive. So there's very few products that are on the market that can actually charge more than what they're worth. When you are looking at prices on product, it does give you a pretty good indication of the quality of your product. No one can really in our market be charging more than a product is worth because there are so many options and there's so many suppliers who are keen to get their product into the market. That competition has made pricing come down, but it's also generally improved quality to an extent. In regards to how that affects you, quite often in the building process, in fact all the times in your building process, your flooring goes in last. By that stage, everyone who's built knows that your costs blow out and what you had left at the end is now this much. And typically people want to save money by buying cheaper flooring. A cheap floor is a more expensive option. If you buy a floor, it's not just about whether it's going to last the time, but how it's going to look in time as well. So your cheaper floor, it might come with a 10 or a 15-year warranty, but after 5 or 7 years, that floor may not look any good and it might drive you up the wall. Whereas a floor with a 25 or 30 or a lifetime warranty is still going to look better 10, 15, 20 years later. So when you go to replace that floor, that cheap floor, remember that if you're getting a cheap hybrid and a expensive hybrid, the installation costs on those two products are exactly the same. So once you've paid for this product twice, you've more than paid for the original one. So consider spending as much as you can afford on your flooring if you want longevity, if you want a good look, if you want that floor to last. It's going to be done better with as much as you can sink into your flooring. Now, of course, you're going to have a budget, and so we will help you out with that, because if you look at our pricing compared to others, we are a lot less expensive. But don't cut the corners on the quality. Your situation might be that you're only in the house for 5 years. Having said that, the resale on your house will be affected by how the flooring looks. If someone walks in with a tired vinyl plank floor, or they come in and it's a beautiful high-end laminate or a timber floor, no one ever walks in and goes, oh geez, I love the look of that plastic. They're blown away by something that looks good. So always consider those things as well, not just how it's going to perform now for you, but for your resale in the future. Okay, so mistake number 5 is failing to plan your installation. So this is more for the DIYers. If you're hiring a professional installer, they should know this stuff. It's a part of their craft. But if you're tackling the installation yourself, a few things you're going to want to consider. Transitioning to other surfaces. How do I deal with going to a tile? If I'm going up to a bedded bathroom that maybe have 40 mil of bedding sand underneath the tiles to build a runoff, how does my flooring meet up to that? Into other areas, how am I transitioning to carpet? How am I transitioning to other flooring types? Doorways, sliding doors, how do I get it under the kitchen cabinets? All that sort of thing. You might want to consider your doors, for example. Is the flooring that you're putting down thicker than what you've had previously, and do your doors need to be treated? Nothing worse than thinking, okay, my door's fine. You put a beautiful new timber floor in, open the door and realize maybe because the hinge is out of alignment a bit, puts a big scratch in your new timber floor as you open the door out. So check all that stuff out beforehand. Do I need expansion brakes? Where do I put them? There are a lot of videos now on YouTube that you can watch from professional installers here and overseas that tackle a lot of the issues. The best thing you can do is prior to installation, have a walk around your house, and do this days, weeks in advance if you can. Look and try and identify areas that are going to be difficult to install, areas that can be problems for you. By doing that and knowing what you're up against in advance saves you time and grief when you hit those areas and you realize, oh gosh, okay, it just dawns on you how to deal with it, and now I've got to dismantle all this section of flooring in order to do that. Worse if you've put it in adhesive. But preparing your installation, just taking your time, working out exactly what you need, the correct trims for the correct spaces. All of this can be done in advance and save you a lot of grief on the ground. YouTube can help you, but also I can help you. So if you want to have a chat about it, you only have to pick up the phone and I'm happy to talk through with you about how you deal with these things. So what are our 5 mistakes? We avoid buying simply on the looks of the floor alone or the product category. We have to consider our subfloor and any preparation that may be involved then. We also have to consider our lifestyle and what we require from our flooring. We don't want to skimp on the quality of the flooring. And of course, we have to prepare our installation. So if you're looking for new flooring, considering these 5 points can save you a lot of time, effort and money. So feel free to take your time and reach out to us at Online Flooring Store for our expert help and advice.